Joy, what's up? The Jawn Joy is here.
Jawn Joy.
The Jawn Joy.
The young John.
Young Jawn Joy.
What's up? It's the Jawn Joy Southside Dash Radio. You know what it is. Every Thursday, 4 to 6, in a bit, getting lit with none other than the best producer on the building. You know,
Hey.
Raven, what's good?
Whistle.
Ow. All right. Now, you know, we got a dope show lined up today. Hustle in Brooklyn is in Atlanta. I guess they hustling in Atlanta. I don't know what y'all doing out here. I mean, what y'all hitting some licks out here?
You know, collecting a couple bags.
You know what I mean? Alicia Good and Danny Duces in the building.
What's good?
What's up? You know, guys, I couldn't help but notice, like, you guys came in dressed to fucking kill.
Yes.
Can you
They
agree?
look amazing.
Can you concur with me?
Y'all look great. I see titties and everything. I love it.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Y'all got the furs, you know what I mean? Got the furs going, the pink, the purple, and black. Like, I mean, they really, you know what? They brought the East Coast swag down to Atlanta. You know, I don't see it that often, but they did it. Am I underdressed?
No, we try to show out for y'all.
You try to show out for me.
We try to show out for y'all.
I feel so honored and so fucking special right now. You know what I mean?
I was like, I want her to know we want to put our best.
Y'all want to put y'all. I really appreciate that. You know, I appreciate the energy, the time and effort. It makes me feel good. I'm like, damn, people getting dressed up for my show and shit. Damn, kid must be moving up out here in the world. You feel me? So Atlanta, what y'all getting into out here?
We got a ton of interviews.
Okay.
We're doing a lot of interviews for Hustle in Brooklyn. Shooting my first magazine cover.
Dope.
In Atlanta.
Nice.
And just getting to get with the people that I'm actually signing a new talent out here for management.
Okay.
So we just out here working.
That
we're
is so
working.
dope.
We hosted. We collected bags.
They out here.
Bags.
We
They
hustling
out here.
in Atlanta.
There's definitely a hustle because, you know, from just your own firm and then management, the show, collecting bags every here, there, everything. Like, how do you keep up with everything?
Honestly, I'm taking it one day at a time.
That's all you can
I'm
do.
over here like someone recovering from drugs. I'm taking it one day at a time. Like,
That's
I'm trying
all
to
you can
figure
do.
it out. I'm trying to make my client's schedule match up with my schedule. So I originally came out here because Chinese Kitty got booked to host Mansion last night. So as soon as I found out they wanted to book her, I was like, okay, so I'm going to schedule my press run around this, and I'm also going to have her do press.
Smart.
Yes. That's
Smart.
Smart.
And that is how you work the circuit.
Yep, that's how you
That
work
is
it.
how you work the fucking circuit.
Right.
All right, now, just let's get acquainted. Tell everybody how you got involved with Hustle in Brooklyn, the show. I know you originally they just brought you on to do casting,
Exactly.
and then the next thing you know, you was in front of the screen. Tell us about that. Tell me about that story. How'd that all come into play?
So when they first approached me at Hustle in Brooklyn, by the time the production company reached out to me, I honestly was so over getting reached out to about being on TV, auditioning for shows. Some of the shows would they fly me out and make a top 10, then the show wouldn't go into fruition. So I was over it. So they were like, nah, we doing this authentic Brooklyn show. You know, we think that we know you know everyone in New York. We think that you could be a vital asset to help us find a cast. You know, the production company is based in LA. So I was like, cool, bet. Put a bunch of people on there. Like, I originally was trying to get people like Jesse Wu on the show. I ended up getting Baggy Large on the show.
Okay, yeah.
And about 3 weeks into casting, they were like, we're still missing something. Can you please get on Skype with us? We can at least send your Skype in to our casting directors to show them the type of personality we're looking for. And the very next day, they call me and they're like, BET wants you for the show.
That's so dope.
Wow.
So what's that transition been like, being from, you know, making sure your clients are always straight to who makes sure you're straight to make sure that you're ready? Because you out here with your press friends, you doing all that. Who makes sure you got to keep it together for everybody, huh?
My team.
Your team?
So I'm fortunate enough, one, I started by myself, but now I have a team. I have a business partner. I have a team of 8. So it's not just me.
Yeah.
So I have other girls that'll make sure my schedule is ready. I have publicists in different cities. Even when I came out here, I reached out to you guys, but I work with Martell and Josh King, who are publicists out here in Atlanta.
shout out
And
to
they
Josh,
got my
Kareem.
schedule straight.
Yeah.
They gave me a whole press itinerary, broken down format, because we've been working together. So I use my network in order to increase my net worth. I was like, F it, we running it up.
Yes.
I'm running it with Kitty. Kitty got Love and Hip Hop dropping next month.
Dope,
Nice.
dope,
So
dope.
why not?
Right.
You guys watch the show?
Yeah,
I watched some clips. I'm not gonna say I'm an avid TV watcher, but I have watched some little snippets and a few.
Yeah, we watched
in
the
there.
episode. And,
What's it like for you? I seen a couple snippets where it was more so you were talking on just your career and being underestimated more so.
Yeah, I had this problem all my life. People always like trying to underestimate what I could do or what my talent is. So when I got casted, because I'm like a social media influencer, I've been doing videos on Instagram and doing all this stuff. So somebody from social media told me about the show, and when they found me, they didn't like me because they felt like I was like too raw and too, I wouldn't fit in with the cast.
Okay.
But being that I knew some people in the cast, they just took me on anyways for like a few scenes. And eventually they see and then I got transferred. They're like, okay, she could more scenes, keep coming. But at first they didn't want me in there. They're like, I'm too crazy.
They're like, I'm too crazy.
And are you from Haiti or are you Haitian? No, I'm from Haiti. I came here when I was like 13.
Okay. So what was that transition like, just coming from Haiti? 13, it's still young, but it's enough to, you had a pretty large amount of your life spent in Haiti and then coming to America.
I had like my childhood, it was in Haiti. Coming here was weird.
Yeah.
Just to adapt or anything, not speaking English, got how to tell me. I think that's why I've been so quiet, like in high school and stuff. I didn't really speak English, so I kind of struggled with my accent. People making fun of it, and people like calling you names because like with the Haitian culture now, people were just embracing it, but before they wasn't embracing the whole Asian culture. So I was bullied and stuff. And
oh damn.
Yeah, and
do you think that's what makes you so hardcore now? Because like even on the show, like you speak with so much passion and you're so determined, and it's like you have this heart, this go-getter attitude. Is that based upon how you were treated as a child, to pretty much say that you always have to prove something to somebody?
I always have to prove myself to people because people always doubted me whatever I want to do. They always feel like I'm not gonna fit in, or I always gotta prove myself. Plus my family, I'm just trying to be in a better position to put my family in a better position because we really came from the dirt, like the hood, like Haiti hood, like and shit, no doors type stuff. So now I'm just trying to get a bigger picture, a bigger check.
How much of it is you trying to prove to others your worth and what you're capable of, and how much of it do you think it's proven to yourself?
I don't feel like I have nothing to prove to myself because I know what I could do. Even when people be like, oh, she ain't got no talent. If you go through my notes, there's a lot going on. So just working harder to just.
Definitely. So how'd y'all two connect?
The show.
Y'all met through the show, so y'all didn't know each other before the show?
No.
Okay, and what was that introduction like? How many, have y'all become friends, or more so, how many friends have you actually gained from the show? Have you... more so anybody you came in knowing on the show and then it's kind of like we not that cool now? Has that happened at all?
Yeah,
relationships been damaged?
I would definitely say we grew a relationship because Danny and I were the cast members I feel like that they kept away for most of the season, and they brought us together halfway through. So by the time I met Danny, I had just seen all the issues that had been built around her. I've been on set when Santos was trying to fight with her. I would have been on set for those things, but I didn't know her. So when they had Danny and I sit down, I was a little hesitant, but I was also hungry. So if you seen that scene, they're like, we're going to have you guys sit down. We think that you would be great to a positive influence for Danny. And I was like, all I know is I know she ain't about to shake this table on me. I'm going to order
She's shaking the table.
I was like, I'm going to order a full red snapper with drinks and sides, and we're going to have a nice little conversation. And then speaking with Danny, I realized I felt like she kind of got a bad rap, and not so much people are responsible for their own things that they do, but at the end of the day, let's not disregard why they got there. At the end of the day, everybody wants to talk about the problem, but no one wants to talk about how we got to this point. So that's where I think we shared, a mutual understanding, and where I just wanted to help her, because I feel in order to be the smarter girl, to be the girl that doesn't fall for the dumb situations, the dumb, you were dumb. You had to once be dumb to be smart. You feel me? You had to.
You said that on the phone to me the other day.
Yeah, you got to learn from your mistakes to be smarter. You just don't wake up smart. You don't.
I mean, sometimes you can learn from others' mistakes.
True.
You could try to learn from others' mistakes, but for the most part, a lot of us, we have to go through our own.
But fuckboys come in many shapes and sizes. So sometimes if you don't know the characteristics, you won't know. If you don't know the characteristics of a fuckboy.
So let's go. Let's do the list real quick. Top 5 characteristics of a fuckboy.
Man,
oh, she ready to speak. Let's go. Preach, my sister.
They lie. I think they will keep on lying.
Okay, fuckboy trait number 1, liars.
They manipulate you. They got you believe in one thing and that's not really what it is. they're not really gonna hold you down. They got you thinking they're holding you down. Like it's a mind thing. They've used the female, like
A
female.
fuckboy definitely isn't accountable for his situation.
Yeah.
He tries to seem like he's bigger than he is.
Is that 5 yet? Did we get to 5? Did we get to 5?
Nah, that was like 3.
You know a fuckboy when you see one. You can't really explain it. Once you see a fuckboy, you know, like they just fuck up your life. Once
Right.
your life start getting fucked up, that's a fuckboy.
All right.
All right.
Say my name.
It's the Jawn Joy live right here.
You already know what it is. We are.
Southside Dash Radio. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's the Jawn Joy Southside Dash Radio. You know. Oh, you know what time it is. You heard my voice just crack like that. You know what time it is. Every Thursday, 4 to 6, and this bitch getting lit. I'm not gonna fraud. I'm a little lit. No, I'm not. I'm drunk. I'm chilling. Raven, what's good? We in the
What's
building.
good?
We in the
here.
building. We still got the cast of Hustle in Brooklyn in the building.
Yeah.
Alicia Gooden and Danny Duces. What's popping? What's up, girls?
What's up, ladies?
All right, now let's get into it. Businesswoman, publicist, just everything. Wearing all these hats, right? Let's talk about CODE code and your firm. And just the purpose of it, the meaning of it, and what you set to do creating your own firm out here.
I mean, honestly, I thought that I was going to have one of the top event marketing companies. Like, that's what my background is: marketing events, launching events, building products, like marketing products to a consumer audience. And what we realized when we started my company is that there was like a disconnect, right? Like, people wanted to sell something, but it's not about the product that you're selling. It's how you relate to the people you need to buy it. So CODE, which stands for Curators of Defining Experiences, our whole thing is bigger than PR. It's how we use PR to brand people.
Yeah.
And really figuring out what the brand messaging is behind someone, and then creating opportunities for you to be seen in that light. So if the press isn't going to give it to us, the media isn't going to give it to us, we're going to create it. Whether it's we help from a content perspective, we put you in the room with different people. Like, at the end of the day, it's a team. An artist isn't always going to know what they got to do to get them to where they need to be. They have the talent.
Yeah.
And then you got to kind of step in as a team and kind of coach, and everybody has to like play their position and get these plays lined up. Like, your music can be great, but what's the point of having great music if no one knows about it?
Everyone knows how to put it out. Let's talk about the importance of a team, because so many people think artists, personalities, whatever out here, think that they could do it alone. Can you just go into that for me and just break down just the importance of a team, and for the artists that think that they could just do this shit on their own?
First off, no one can do it alone. I tell people all the time, society really markets to us and really makes us believe that we can do everything on our own and that we should be selfish. I feel like whatever you profit from, like the money you make from whatever you do, yeah, you can be selfish with that and who you want to spend it on yourself, but life is interdependent. If we didn't have farmers, we couldn't have groceries.
Yeah.
You feel me? If someone wasn't out there taking less to dig up oil, you wouldn't have gas in your car. So in reality, everybody needs somebody. With that being said, when you look at the top entertainers, anyone that's at the top of their game, doctors with their own companies, anyone that's doing an entrepreneur, every great entrepreneur has a team. Drake has a whole in-house team. And a lot of people, when it comes to artists, don't realize you need more than a label. The people that became the top,
It's your everyday people.
These Grammy award-winning artists, they don't just have a label. They have a team. Most of them don't even see the people at the label until it's time to drop the music off. You feel me? So if you don't have someone that's making sure that you get to where you need to be on time and really on you, if you don't have someone that's making sure that they're thinking about you 2 months from now, because you're thinking about you in every day, right? You might not even be in tune with certain things that are going on. You need people that are around you that play every position. You need your stylist that's going to make sure you're always on point. You're going to need your core group of makeup and hair people in that market and other markets. Maybe your makeup and hair people know other people at other markets. You feel me? You need that. Otherwise, how are you going to survive being you?
What do you think? What do you think are your top traits and characteristics you like for people to have being on your team?
Number one, honesty. You got to have honesty and integrity in this. And I always say, like, as long as we can be honest with each other, everything else can be figured out. Because sometimes people can be honest with each other, but they can't be honest with themselves. But if we can be honest with each other, you could get over the things that might be flaws in yourselves. But another thing, too, is, like, I like people who are hungry. I want people that want more than all this other superficial, bullshit that's going on. Like, yeah, we doing it for a goal. Yeah, we doing it for money, but it's more than that. Like, what type of energy are you trying to bring forward? What type of person are you? Are you a person that I'm going to be building up and you're really like a bitch? You feel me? I don't want to work with those type of people.
Yeah.
I remember in the first 2 years of my business, I had to learn that. And I had to like stop working with certain people because I felt wrong inside. Like, I'm positioning this person to be a role model and they ain't shit.
What responsibility have you
I went through that.
Do you feel like you picked up any responsibility at all being a role model now? And I mean, of course, off of TV, definitely, like in your family and your community and everything like that. But being on a public screen right now and being broadcasted to the whole world, have you picked up any sense of like maybe responsibility now? Like, damn, I'm on TV. I got girls looking at me now who are watching the show. And I want to talk about just more so the shift in what young girls are seeing on TV, because a lot of the times when it comes to reality TV, it's not the hustle. It's not the people behind the scenes. It's not the girls that are grinding and making sure, you know what I mean? Like,
that's looking like us, because I'm normally in sweats. I'm usually
sweats,
sweated
you know what I'm
down.
saying, and everything like that, and showing girls out there other career fields within the entertainment industry.
I mean, definitely. I spent when I speak to everybody, when it comes to my position on TV, regardless of how I feel about the show or being edited, I'm proud that I'm in this position because I've never seen someone like me on TV.
Preach.
I feel like everyone that's behind the scenes, we've never seen us on TV, and they make you feel as a woman, especially as a black woman in reality TV, that you have to be an entertainer, you have to be a singer, a rapper, a model, and there's nothing wrong with that, but everyone can't be that. It's not realistic. Most people don't want to be that. Most people don't want to live a life where it's like, I'm scrutinizing that way, and there's always other jobs that help. Like, people don't even understand the power of being behind the scenes. I didn't realize until I was in front of the camera how much power is taken away with me being in front of the camera and how other people are controlling my narrative
they control
and how I see it. And I don't like that. And I want young women, especially young black women, to be like, I could be a boss ass bitch and not have to do that. I could be a boss ass bitch and not feel bad that I can't do this. I could be happy that I know math, because you know what, I'm gonna take care of them people's money, because too many rappers and ball players is running out of money. I'm gonna show them how to repurpose their shit. I'm gonna tell them how to come up. And when it comes to being seen as a role model, honestly, I realized at a young age that, especially from being like around a lot of different races, that a lot of people took me as a lot different than other African Americans and a lot of other black people they met. And you know what? I was like, you guys look at me like I'm the exception. I want to be the rule. So way before the TV came on, like, Facebook reminded me that 9 years ago I started a blanket drive. Wow. And I had blanket drop-offs at the real estate office I was working at, because I got my real estate license when I was 21. I had a blanket drop off. Yeah,
making
at my
money.
house.
Like, I've been getting money.
This real estate license. I know about property too, bitches.
I don't. Teach me.
I can teach you. But
I need to know.
I
girl.
realized, like, I owe that. We can't talk about black excellence and wait till what we think is excellent to be that. The excellence is being better than you were every single day. Even if it means like, yo, I be forgetting to do this and now I'm going to do it. Even if it means eating better. Excellence doesn't mean all of a sudden you wake up with a bag. Excellence just means I'm going to do better than yesterday. So with that being said, like, even more now, like, whatever I was doing before, I just want to amplify it. Now I've been taking girls under the wing. Like, I'll just meet random girls and I'll be like, yo, I can see this is that and the third. Like, I had
so you hopped into mentoring?
Yeah, there was a girl who was sitting on the front steps of my building in Brooklyn. And when I was walking inside, I overheard her talking to her friends about how, like, it was just a real sketchy situation at home. But this is like the mother is on drugs. Like, it's a real bad situation. So I walked past them in my lobby, and something told me to turn back around. So I turned back around and asked them how old they were. They said 14 and 15. I gave the girl my number. I said, I'm sorry to be in your business, but I just want you to, if ever you feel like you're in that situation again, just call me. Wow. I don't need to know what you're going through, but just call me. And she didn't call me for like 2 months. I was on my way to an interview at Red Bull, a radio interview, and she told me about, like, her dad. She was at her dad's house. Her dad basically isn't feeding her. Wow. He's buying food and he's not feeding her. So she said she was going to go with her sister, and I was like, no, I'm going to put you in an Uber right now to where I am. because it's bigger than just stepping in.
That's a village.
I could have let her go to
Wow.
her sister, but I also got to show you there's more out here, so you know what you fighting for. So she met me at Red Bull, then afterwards I took her to a Money Bag Yo dinner, introduced her to Money Bag. They took pictures and everything, and then I brought her back to my house, and I let her go to her sister's house the next day. Cooked for her all that. We woke up, like, I had gotten like little underwear and stuff at the store, because you don't got to be rich to be a mentor. You just got to know better.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it too.
That's such an inspirational
I love
story.
it. I definitely love, it. Keep it locked. It's the Jawn Joy. More coming up. It's Southside Dash Radio.
Say my name.
It's the Jawn Joy live right here.
Y'all ain't know what it is. We on.
Southside Dash Radio. What's up? It's the Jawn Joy, Southside Dash Radio. The cast, the hustle in Brooklyn is still in the building. Alicia Gooden, Danny Duces was popping.
What's
chilling.
good?
All right,
we
so-
turning up.
Let's turn up. Now, we were just talking about more so just like reaching back. I said reaching black. Let's fit it all in there. Reaching back for just the younger girls behind us and being that positive influence, being those role models, and more so just being that air, being that voice, being that escape for them, you know? Because who were some of your mentors? Do you still have mentors?
Honestly, coming up, I never was lucky enough to have mentors. Like,
Wow.
that's kind of why I don't accept excuses. I always tell people an excuse might as well be a lie. You feel me? Because especially when people give excuses for why they can't get somewhere, because I've been through everything. Shit, I've been through the same shit niggas in the trap been through. You just wouldn't know, because that's not who I am. That's how I got here. It built me.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, you know... Wait, hold on. What was the question?
You was
No.
trapping?
Right. Hold on. He was trapping. We not gonna be indicting ourselves.
Nah. The cases are already dismissed. Time served. Expungement, all that.
Yo, she said expungement, all that. No, you know, we were just talking about more so reaching back, and like you said, their situation with the young girl in your building, and you reaching back and just being there for her, because a lot of young girls don't have that person, whether it may be in their family or around
but when
them.
it came
And
to
just
my
you.
mentors, I didn't really like have any mentors. There were women that I looked up to, and I'm not gonna lie, there are women that I looked up to, and I call it sister girling. I
Okay,
guess they
can you
saw
break that down for me? What's sister
What I
girl?
call it sister girling is like when you think that someone really like takes a liking to you, and you know I like them because they were like black women I looked up to.
Yeah.
And they played the whole entire, oh yeah, black women, we have to stick together. And really they were just using me for my knowledge and then trying to dip me back into the side. And like they shit on me. They did things where they stole my ideas. So it was like, it was hard
Crazy.
for me to trust. And I'm very open book.
So-
So like there are people that I've gravitated to, like Joseph Anthony. He was the person how I talk about how I was supposed to be an intern for working for free for 6 months. And then he offered me a job in the first 10 days. He never said I want to be your mentor, and we never had the discussion. But to me, he taught me how to be the person that I am. He gave me my first opportunity. I went from an intern to a CEO. I went from an intern to working for him to starting my business, period. There was no jobs in between. That's literally how I went. And I've had my company for 5 years. So someone like him is like a mentor to me. I have a lot of strong women that I just look up to in general that not necessarily are doing what I'm doing in the field, but I respect them for the fact that they're never going to back down. They're never going to take no for an answer. And like, that's my village.
Yeah. I want to talk about I'm going to touch on what you had just said more so. Like a lot of women will act like, yo, it's women empowerment, is this, is that. And then in real life, it's really not, that's not really the case.
A lot of people is like that.
You know, I had did an interview not too long ago, and they were talking to me about it. I got asked about it, and they're just like, you know, I see you out here in the city, and you and your crew, like y'all genuinely support each other. Y'all all come out for each other, support each other, and we all come from different paths, whether it be radio, whether it be A&R, whether it be PR, whatever the case may be, but we all show up and show out for each other. And the person who was interviewing me, she was just like, you know, that didn't exist when I was coming up. So I see y'all, and it makes me so happy. And I'm just like, huh? Like, those are my homies. Like, you know, like, we want to see each other win. What is that environment like in Brooklyn? Like, you're setting, even being on the show, like, what is that environment like between girls that are your peers coming up together and is the love there, or is it like, do you think the support is genuine? What does that
Honestly,
seem like?
Brooklyn and New York is dog eat dog.
Yeah.
It's dog eat dog. New York is dog eat dog. So it's like, I'm never going to change who I am based on how you come at me. But you just, you end up seeing it.
Yeah.
There are people that you end up wanting to help, and you start to realize I'm doing more for you than you're doing for me. And not that we did it for that, but this energy is weird. Like, I'll have a natural, like, even when it comes to the show, Eva and I met before, we had a cast mixer before then. They have us they have it looking like I have an issue with Eva over my ex. So my issue with Eva is the fact that I called you before we even started filming, and I said, I think you're dope. Like, I think that you're dope. I met you. I told the producers, I think that I'm going to like you the most out of anyone on the cast. And I just want you to know, like, I'm really good at what I do. So let me help you. She's trying to be a comedian. She's a comedian, not trying. She's a comedian. I rep Fat Boy SSC. I know I could see that she was trying to do more on the social media front, engagement. I've been with Fat Boy since the beginning, before he even had 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Wrote the scripts for him when he did BET Awards commercial. So I'm just thinking, like, use me so we could come up together. Whereas other women will be like, I want to be the only girl at the boys' table. I might be like, I'm the only girl at the boys' table, but I'm bringing 10 bitches with me.
Facts.
You feel me? Why would I want to be at the boys' table by myself? That doesn't make any sense. So to see how it ends up playing out, and how me telling her that they didn't show it on camera, but we filmed and talked about it, she was like, I felt like you was trying to say, I'm the shit, but you the shit too. Like, how we both gonna be the shit. And I was like, yo, it's crazy how people's mind. I was like, your
Say
talent.
that line for me one more time.
She was like, I didn't understand how, like, you could tell me I'm a star, but then it was like you were saying you's a star. But so how are you gonna be a star and I'm a star?
So y'all can't shine together.
Man.
Yeah, a lot of girls don't like that, but I be looking at this is how I see stuff. I don't hate on no girl. I do not have that time, place, or form, because I'm like, I look at the sky. There's a lot of stars, like, in every single star is shining. So there's place for everybody. People are just selfish, and they just think once you shining, you're gonna be out here looking, trying to take their spotlight. It's really not like that.
Definitely.
Right.
All right, so I want to talk about what do you think the biggest setback is for women in the industry, especially with it being a male-dominated industry? What do you think is the biggest thing that we end up going through?
I'll let you start off.
For me, just like they always feel like they empowered, like they know more, like it's just like for comedy. I'm trying to get into comedy, and everybody tell me, oh, you can't do certain things but a man could do it. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's hard to just be a woman and be yourself. And a man always gonna have a hands up on you, because you always gonna have to move a certain way. Or you can't do this, you can't do that. But when it comes to a man, they do it every day. So it's like you gotta, like, as a woman, you gotta work harder to show, like, we could be as good as a man. And that's it's always like, even when you try to do music, comedy, everything is always like a hard job, or it's always like a sexual thing with men. Like when you try to get in there, if you like even when a female rapper meet a producer, the first thing they thinking, like, the woman gotta, like, compromise a little bit, because they want more than just music.
How do you think a girl can dodge around that though?
You gotta be disciplined. Like, I tell people, like, I came like this for you. But I would never come to an interview with a male host like this. You feel me? Like, I just don't do certain things. Like, people who know me, you gotta watch how you move. Like, you could talk sexual all you want in your bars and all that, but you see Kitty is sexy as hell, but she walked in sweats.
Yeah.
She got studio after this.
Yeah.
You feel me? She know what time it is, and she only there to work, and she gonna put herself in the position. She gonna wear the uniform to let you know I'm only here to work. I'll be backstage.
Why do you think guys are so surprised though? Because I'm in it too, and everybody be like, oh shit, Joy, I see you stepping out. I'm like, yeah, I got clothes in my closet, but I'm not trying to get that attention around here. I got work to do.
Because they're so used to
you
it.
get what I'm saying? And then when you pop out and you like, okay, they be like, oh, you actually, you dress like a girl today. What the fuck does that mean?
My real question is, why can't you wear what you want and still be smart and still be like, and still be that person? Why is, like, how you look gotta, like, you could be smart and still wear what you want? That's what I want it to be like.
What are y'all thoughts on dating in the industry? Yes, no, maybe so. Do you just want the electrician? Do you just, do you want him out the way? Or, like, what's the degrees of separation? Like, if he comes through my workplace more than, like, once a month, it's a no.
Yeah, like I just
what's the
don't want to
degrees?
shit where I sleep. I don't want to. Girl, I don't even know. I just. Like, can I just get like a fine cardiac surgeon? Like, there's a lot of other jobs.
So you want them out the industry. You want them out the industry.
There's a lot of other jobs where
I
people be
prefer that
making
too.
money.
I don't want you to do music.
Yeah, I don't want you to be in this field. Like,
You don't gotta do music, but I like somebody that's artistic. Like I could share my
Artistic.
mind.
So
And,
somewhere,
you know, like,
somewhere
I
in the
could-
entertainment field.
Yeah, somehow you could be a photographer. Like you don't gotta be music. Like but I like somebody I could like pick my mind up with. You know?
Yeah. All right. All right. What's
My
your
man
thought?
in the industry. I
He
love
definitely is. He definitely is.
love
Grammy
it.
nominated. No.
Yes, he is.
oh, yeah, for a Grammy.
Shout out to my baby.
Yes, Grammy nominated.
Nominated
JB's.
for a motherfucking Grammy.
I can't stand her, dog.
Damn right. He worked hard for that shit too, and it's well deserved.
Okay.
You know, I seen you post on IG the other day. You said, "Flew myself out." Let's talk about the culture of flying out or getting flown out. Like, let's talk about that culture. You know what I
talk
mean?
about it.
You know, it's a big statement. You know what I mean? When you say I flew myself out, like
I stay fluing myself out.
yeah, flew
And the
myself
only
out.
time I get flown out is when my clients fly me out and it's work.
Okay.
Okay.
Until she meet that surgeon and come along.
Then that surgeon gonna fly you out.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. You know, I seen
Yeah,
seen
but I
something-
feel like there's empowerment in flying gifts because girls be talking about get flued out, but I always tell people, ain't nothing in life free. So just know everything comes with
Exactly.
something. It might not be spoken on, but just know, and ain't nothing in life free. Whether they
Right.
want some pussy or they want something else, you got to figure out what you willing to give. I'm sorry,
why
my
is he
pussy,
flying you out?
my pussy, like that flight isn't worth my. Like I need
my
more than
integrity
a,
and
like.
shit, yeah.
But it shouldn't be that though. Like how much is a flight for a nigga to think you're gonna get pussy for a little
So if he
flight?
flies out though, if he fly you out, do you have to fuck him?
No, you really don't. But like that's what they expecting. Like a flight is
Yeah.
like $200. So we fucking for $300. There's niggas in my hood that will give me like a $500. Why the fuck am I fucking for 200?
First,
Go ahead, turn the mic on. Go ahead, turn the mic on. You can hop in. Go ahead, hop in. Go ahead, hop in. Go ahead, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get all into it. Go ahead,
He's like, we about to start this now.
talk about it.
So it's like I got like different ways. So like let's say I want to go to LA or something like that.
Uh-huh.
If I know that I want to go there and there's 1,000 niggas that I'm ready to see and 1,000 plays that I'm ready to make, I'm not. There's 1,000 niggas that's gonna be like, let me buy your flight. But that person is gonna think that you owe your time, even
To
if
them.
you're not having sex with them. Oh, you want to go where? Oh no. Nah,
I
I
flew you out.
here. No, I'm not. Oh,
right.
you want to go here? Okay, I'll allow you to go here, and then you like. Well, no, now
Can I come and pick you up? Where you at? Like you know,
Like I don't like that, and they feel entitled. Like I flew you here, so when
Like
I
they
say
own you.
when I say you can go somewhere, then you could go somewhere. I don't like that shit.
Nah.
And that's Chinese kitty,
and,
by the way.
and my people, that's Kitty. Nah, my people, the ones that do end up flying me, I'm not gonna lie, friends will have a dude fly me out, but it won't even be a dude that I'm sleeping with. I'll be like, I need to go do this, that, and the third for my business. I need this and that, but you need a flight.
Oh
Let me
yeah,
buy
I've
this.
had times where I'll call somebody like, "Hey, I want to come," and I'll pop up, and then I don't even see them.
Yeah.
And then I pop up at the same party because this just happened to me. And then I pop up at the same party and they like, word. I said, well, you want your money back or something? Because, honey, we ain't about to do no broke shit like that.
One time this nigga
they're
flew
called
me out.
victims.
He flew me out. He never see me. He was so tight, and he came for like 30 minutes. I'm like, I gotta go. The nigga was tight. He flew out. He bought the flight. The next time he was like, nah, man, handle your thing, man. You be doing too much.
Yep.
All right, now, you know, I seen something where you talked about you finessing Sally into the Rock Nation brunch, right?
Yeah.
And that was a brunch that everybody wanted to get into that year, right? Mm-hmm. Now, you know, we all being in this industry know the art of finessing, but let's break it down. Like, what are some of the don'ts when finessing into an event?
Okay, so one, because this is very much an art. People be thinking
It's the
like,
art.
The art, like, okay, people.
I think we got it packed, don't we?
Everybody's been into every type of event. I feel like when I finesse Stallions to Rock Nation brunch, that's when I realized like that was like event elite.
You got the sauce.
Because first off, the Rock Nation brunch is hard to get into than the Grammys. You feel me? Once you got your ticket for the Grammys, you just walk in, check-in, everything in the same place. Rock Nation brunch, that check-in is like in a UCLA parking deck. And that year, the brunch was somewhere totally else. Like you had to get into one of the sponsored Audis to even get into the brunch, right? So here are a couple of tips I will say the do's if you get a finesse. One, know who the main contact person in POC is for that event and know what they look like. Because you don't want to say so-and-so invited you or the same person you said invited you is the person you're talking to at the door.
Ooh.
So that's one.
Fuck up number one.
Right.
One. Two, do have someone on the inside that may be able to vouch for you. Even if they can't say, oh, I can't get you in there, but like, yeah, that's my people's. So make sure you have the relationships that if you need to finesse, you're not just out here like a sore thumb. In the Stolly case, I saw him like, yo, I'm about to put you on the red carpet. They shut you down and we getting into this Audi regardless. When we pulled up to the crib, I didn't know if they alerted them that I put Stolly in the car. Because when we got in the car pulled off, I seen the girl from check-in walking towards our car.
You got to keep walking.
I had the girl, hit the gas. So by the time we got to the venue, I saw security coming by a car. They could have just been coming to open the door. But I saw DJ Khaled was outside. And I looked at Stolly and I was like, do you know Khaled? He was like, yeah. And I said, get the fuck out the car. Don't wait for the security to get you out. And I pushed him out the door. And then when I pushed him out the door, Khaled was like, Stolly. And I was like, hey, we in it. The camera started going off. I see Neil Dominique, who manages Bryson Tiller.
Right.
Neil and I have been friends for over a decade. Like, I remember when Neil used to be Puff's assistant.
Right.
And when he used to be in Jersey, I used to help Neil pick out new luggage for Puff at Short Hills Mall. Like, he's like, I gotta go to Short Hills to buy new luggage. I'm like, I'll come with you, nigga. Like, it's cool. Like, so I saw him. So as soon as I introduced, as soon as Stolly finished talking to Khaled, Neil was like, oh, Alicia, let me introduce Stolly to Bryson. And then after that, we was just in there. No one stopped us.
The art of finessing into events. Finessing.
Hey, I did the same
But it
shit for
took a
Jamie
few
Foxx
different
party.
things. I had to know a couple people. I was
Yeah.
texting people that was already
Do you
at the
feel like
event.
it's an amount of people? Because I feel like when we go out, we be like, we try to not go over the 3 mark.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a cap on how many people? When
you can only finesse with like a +1 or
One,
2.
two.
Like,
Plus
I mean,
one,
really,
two.
depending on what type of event it is, I'm only coming with a +1. You
One,
coming
yeah,
too deep,
+1.
And I'm not the talent. Like, now I'm talent. I'm still not used to being the talent. I'm now the talent. I'm like, I'm still going to come with the +1. Like,
Right.
I want to make sure at least get in enough to get like a good relationship. So once you finessed in, you got to make sure that you keep your foot holding in there.
Right.
You feel me? Because there was definitely girls that were like, I just shut this girl down and she inside
How the fuck
here.
she in here?
And I'm not going to lie, 6 months later, someone that's part of the A&R department for Rock Nation started calling me. He's, to this day, puts me on the artists and tells artists that they should work with me. I even consult for Rock Nation. When Rock Nation on the label side, when they sign new artists, they hire my agency to get their press pop in. Like, all the first initial press. So it's like, even though they might have been like, what the hell? It only worked for me because you realize I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm the publicist you want to be with your artist. I'm a Debo and knock every door down.
You definitely Debo and you Debo and the artist. Get the fuck out the car. You know it. All right. Let everybody know where they can find y'all at. I really appreciate y'all coming through. Hustle in Brooklyn is in the building. Alicia Gooden, Danny Duces.
You can catch me on the gram. My Instagram is Miss, that's MS, Gooding, Gooding, and you can find everything about me on there.
Yeah, I'm Danny Duces on Instagram, like DANNYDUCS. All my social media, Danny Duces.
Hey.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I really appreciate y'all coming through. Good time. You know what I mean? We need a hustle in Brooklyn and Atlanta.
Hey,
No, we need hustle in Atlanta.
Hustling. I mean, I said retarded. Y'all, why did I say Brooklyn? Yo, I'm real dyslexic today. Don't mind the kid.
Oh, yeah, and watch the season finale.
No, we're going to have hustle in Atlanta, hustle in LA. I'm going to help them expand the franchise.
That's going to be lit.
Yeah, they should for sure, definitely.
It's the Jawn Joy Southside Dash Radio. Keep it locked.